Hello, guys! Happy Valentine's Day and surprise! I wanted to surprise you guys with some love readings this month. And I have Venus here. Venus is in Pisces. This is the little Venus planet. I'm sure she's a lot bigger than that, but this is Venus. This is the Venus planet, and she is the goddess of love and attraction. And since she's in Pisces, I just wanted to utilize my creative energy, and I thought, why not? Why not incorporate some love readings for people? For all 12 zodiac signs, I'm going to be taking a look at our love life. I'm not sure how long these videos are going to be, but I wanted to just give you guys a little treat, a little extra video, to send out the Venus and Pisces love and to get the love spreading collectively. So I have this Venus here to help with that. And, guys, it's getting closer and closer to Pisces season, and I'm really utilizing and tapping into these collective energies. So I wanted to surprise you. I actually made my own tarot cards that I'm going to be using. I'm going to just pull a card from each tarot deck that I have because I cannot choose which one to use. So I have two regular tarot cards, two Rider-Waite tarot card decks, a deck that I haven't shown you guys yet. And then I have two oracle card decks, Wisdom of the Night and Indigo Child. So I will pull, I guess that'll be about, let's see, that'll be a total of like 5 cards, but who knows what could happen. But these I'm extra excited to show you. I made my own tarot cards, so I'm going to be pulling cards from this. I made 14 of them because, Valentine's Day is on the 14th. So I have 7 positive cards. And just to keep things balanced and fair, because some of us might be going through some hard times when it comes to love, I have 7 more negative cards. So I guess in my intro video here, I'll show them to you guys and we'll see what comes up for you individually. But we have the happiness card here. There is happiness and harmonious energy entering your love life. And I don't know, guys, I just literally wanted to make these. I just love them so much. And if you guys like these, if I get good feedback on these, then I might use these, monthly. I might keep these as a deck that I use. So I have self-love. Self-love. It is important that you take the time to heal before entering your next relationship. I have attraction. There is a magnetic attraction to taking place in your relationship. I have arguments. Communication errors take a toll on your relationship. I have friendship. Get to know each other before taking the relationship to the next level. I just think these are so cute. I made them last night. I'm just feeling so creative. I have passion. The flames of passion ignite and warm your relationship. And I'm like really excited to see how these are going to play in with my other tarot cards. Because there's always a message. Everything happens for a reason. I have heartbreak. You or a loved one is experiencing heartbreak in a relationship. I have deep conversation. There's a deep conversation that needs to take place between you and a loved one. I have secrets. Secrets play a factor in your love life. I have rekindled flame. This is a candle. You can't really see it, but a flame has been relit in your love life with someone from the past. And I have separation. You and a loved one are experiencing time apart from each other. I have twin flame soulmate. You and this person have met before in a different life. And I have third party situation. There is a third component to the relationship. And I have forgiveness. Forgiveness is needed in your relationship now and will heal your heart. So I made these out of flashcards and I just think they're so cute and they're pretty easy to shuffle. So, it works the same way. I've actually given myself a couple readings from this, but these are my love cards for you guys. Woo! Deep conversation. So yes, I will be bringing these out in my readings. And I just want to tap into that Venus energy, guys. I just wanted to do something a little special for you. And like always, I have an intro video kind of preparing you for what the reading's going to be about. But it's real light energy. I'm just going to be, giving each sign a little bit of a reading. Now, every card that comes out, I'm going to have a conversation with Spirit. Make sure that it's for love. So if the Tower card came out, it would be I would relate it to a relationship. I don't usually do that. I don't usually give love readings, but this time for Valentine's Day, I wanted to do that. Now, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but you know, I love a good theme. And, you know, I like to keep it cool and things like that. And this is just an idea that I came up with, guys. And I hope that, you know, you like it and that we get some good messages here. So I'm giving you all my love on this Valentine's Day with Venus and Pisces. Definitely tapping into that to send out all the emotional love and healing for anyone who is willing to receive it. So I'm really excited to give you guys these readings today, and I'm excited to see what's going on in our love lives. Some of you might not be that excited. You know, I'm not all the way excited, but, you know, I'm always accepting of a reading from Spirit. So me and Venus are here to talk to you about your love life, and I'm really excited to see what comes up, guys. So I hope you enjoy your readings, and I'm sending you all the love. Bye, guys. See you in your video. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your February love reading. Me and Venus are here to take a deeper look at your relationships, if that's okay. So I'm going to sit Venus over here and take a look at Capricorn's love life for February. So I'm not sure if you watched my intro video, but I'm going to be getting 5 cards for you, Capricorn. Okay, so everything, whoa. All right, well, we have the Emperor coming out immediately. So some of you might be dealing with a Aries. And we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, wow, that message came out very quick. I guess you guys were just ready. So this is for Capricorn, February 2018. Love only messages, please, Spirit. Capricorn 2018, February love messages only. Okay, and out comes the Three of Swords. Interesting. And bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. So I'm going to wait until we have all the energies, Capricorn, and then we will get going with your messages, okay? So this is more of a hidden energy. This is more of a secret. And we have reminder. So reminder, and there is fragments at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I'm channeling a lot already for you, Capricorn. Let's get the last 2 cards here. This is for Capricorn. Love messages for February, please. Love messages for Capricorn, February. Okay, so we have try something, learn something new, and Archangel Metatron. But there's 2 cards coming up. So, I don't know. I think learn something new, and then we'll put Archangel Metatron at the bottom of the deck. Okay? So, let's get you an energy that I made for you. Is there any messages in here for Capricorn? Okay, we have secret arguments. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have secrets. Secrets play a factor in your love life. All right. So, Capricorn. Okay, we start off the reading with the Emperor. So, if this is not an Aries individual for you, then this is you thinking of yourself. You know, this is about self. Aries is the first house of self. And this is a cardinal fire sign. So you could just be embodying this kind of energy because you're a cardinal sign as well. And there is some sort of passion coming here. So some of you could be with an Aries. Some of you are with someone who's Aries-like. You could be with someone who has Aries in their chart very heavily. Or like I said, this could be your energy. You could be showing up as this strong fire energy. Now, the Emperor, he has a whole empire to run, okay? So, Capricorn, this is you taking control in your love life and you really taking back the authority in your relationships this month in February, okay? There is a certain reminder here of this power because this is someone who has the world in their hands, you know what I mean? So, I knew your love reading would be a little bit interesting because you're more so about, you know, success and work, and that's not your fault. It's because you're an earth sign and you're the 10th house. So there is an Aries coming through for you guys strongly though. And if it's not an Aries, it's someone who's Aries-like. Now the bottom of the deck for the Emperor is the Queen of Wands. And that is another Aries energy, okay? So I don't know if this is passion, very cardinal, fiery passion for Capricorn's reading so far. And you guys could just be the king and the queens of wands right now. You know, this is you being this is a lot of authority coming up for you, Capricorn. So this could be you, you know, taking back the authority in your relationships, taking back the authority when it comes to the direction of life you're going in. The Emperor has a wand in his hand, and he has the world in his other hand. This lady has a wand in her hand too, and she has a sunflower in the other. So I'm seeing that some of you may have a Leo on the mind as well, because I see that there are lions up above by this Queen of Wands. So this could be a Leo for some of you, or an Aries or a Sagittarius. But I'm seeing fire very, very strongly for Capricorn. And if you're not a Capricorn that's dealing with a fire sign, then you could have fire in your chart, or you could be embodying this passionate energy. So you could be feeling really passionate in February when it comes to the relationships you're in, or when it comes to love, all right? Now, I know that some Capricorns are feeling a bit heartbroken, and there's a little bit of betrayal on the table here, because we see this lady and she's literally grieving. She is all alone, and this is so Capricorn because you guys are Earth, and she's surrounded by Earth, so this message is coming out for you. And there's these 3 swords stabbed into this heart. So there's a need here to communicate your heartbreak. This is my card for communicating from the heart. Okay, so there may be some deep conversations that come up, hopefully not arguments, because we do have arguments on the table over here. But there's a need to communicate from your heart, Capricorn. Communicating that emotion and communicating the fact that your heart is breaking. This is betrayal and heartbreak for some of you. And for some of you, you could be dealing with a heartbreak from a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Others of you are just feeling literally heartbroken, like you are heartbroken, because Aries is the Emperor, it's the self. So this is like self-inflicted heartbreak, or like heartbreak dealing with yourself, okay, who you are. And heartbreak is like literally something that's taking a toll on your relationship. Now this could be a third-party situation. This is a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy as well. So some of you could be with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And if it's not, then you're with a person who's very, very air-like. You know, they could be kind of cold emotionally. But I do see here that these 3 swords are stabbed in the heart. So this is like a third-party situation for some of you. Some of you could be dealing with fire signs and air signs and water signs, because I do see fire, air, and water on the table. But I don't see any pentacles. So Capricorn, that lets me know that you guys are literally feeling like you're not grounded enough. You're not feeling logical enough. You guys are earth signs, and there's no pentacles on the table, and pentacles represent earth. So I'm seeing here that there's fire for sure, and there's air and there's water. So there's emotion. Even though you're distracted, there is emotion. And there's this heartbreak. You could possibly be distracted by the emotion of a heartbreak in February, or distracted by an Aries, distracted by being the Emperor, be distracted by power or control. You know, some of you could be dealing with someone who's very manipulative, someone who's very controlling in your relationships and love life, because the Emperor is very power hungry. So if this isn't an Aries individual, this energy is coming up to describe the person that you're with. Some of you are with very controlling people that are breaking your heart. Others of you could be that controlling figure in your relationship. I don't know if this is your heart or someone else's heart, Capricorn, but for your reading, the 3 of Swords literally popped out. So some of you are feeling very betrayed, like someone betrayed you. Maybe someone cheated on you, or someone's communicating with someone else behind your back, or maybe you're doing that to another person. But it's interesting that we don't have any earth here, and we literally see you, Capricorn, surrounded in a place of earth, but on your knees with your hands over your face crying. So there is some heartbreak on the table, Capricorn, and it could have to do with these arguments, or it could have something to do with feeling like you're in pieces, or like you're confused. Bottom of the deck for the 3 of Swords is this 4 of Cups. So there's more emotion on the table than there is communication. And I say that because there's the 3 of Swords, which is communication, but 4 of Cups. So there's 4 is greater than 3. So the heartbreak is bigger than, I mean, the emotion that's caused by this heartbreak is overwhelming the communication that needs to take place in the union. So you're very distracted, I'm seeing, by this emotion, Capricorn, and you're thinking about something this month, whether it's a person or a place or a thing, or if you're just thinking about, you're just daydreaming about a different place. So I see that you're not where you want to be. You're distracted, and you're not even seeing the emotional offer on the table. You're looking out the window, And it's interesting because this woman is looking out the window at trees. I'm not sure if you can see that, but she is literally looking out the window at these trees. And underneath this is the Knight of Wands. So some of you are distracted by a passion that's elsewhere. Some of you guys are distracted by your own passions, but we have you daydreaming about Earth. So some of you could be daydreaming about another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But it's interesting that you might even be distracted by these negative emotions, this heartbreaking emotion. Because here we have you distracted by an emotion, and it's as if you are looking and staring out the window at that instead of communicating it. So there is a need to communicate your heart's condition in February, Capricorn. And, you know, I know you guys are not super good at communicating emotion, at least not the Capricorns that I know. You guys are very quiet when it comes to the way that you feel. You know, you're very isolated people when it comes to your feelings. You'd rather stay grounded. So sometimes staying grounded as a Capricorn means ignoring your emotion. And that's exactly what I see you guys doing here. You're staring out the window instead of seeing these 3 cups down here. And it's interesting that we have 3 cups down here because that's another third-party situation under the table. So I see for Capricorn that there is a third-party situation happening under the table, meaning that you might not be aware of it. And perhaps this heartbreak happens when you suddenly become aware of this third-party situation. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. This is the 4 of Cups, but the thing about the 3 of Cups card is that this cup is being ignored, so it's almost as like it's not being seen. In the other tarot deck, the 3 of Cups is being shown by a man who's sitting by a tree. He's like meditating, and he is overly focusing on these 3 of Cups. And there's this other cup coming from the universe. So there's like an emotional offer coming in for Capricorn in February, but you're so deep in concentration, whatever's got your attention out here at this window. For some of you, you're just trying to keep your mind off of the heartbreak. So you're literally just trying to focus on what's real instead of what you feel. You're trying to focus on money and your career, but you have this emotion in front of your face, and it's gonna be there until you deal with it, Capricorn. So you really want to ground yourself. You know, there are a lot of emotions coming in very quickly, very passionate emotions, because there is a strong fire energy here for you. So, you know, maybe passion can be something that helps you channel these emotions, you know, so that you seem more passionate than emotional. I'm not sure. But you are focused on a third-party situation. Some of you are heartbroken over a third-party situation that involves an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there's a Pisces, there's a water sign, a fire sign, and an air sign. And if it's not a water sign, fire sign, air sign, then it's passion, emotion, and communication butting heads. So you're not communicating about what you feel or what you're passionate about. You're not communicating about what it is that you think, Capricorn. And I see that you're feeling really heartbroken inside, most of you, and really sad. But nobody knows this because you're just handling it all on your own. See, I see you here alone in all these cards. Alone, 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 alone. There is no one else here with you. And there's no pentacles. So not only are you not feeling grounded, but you're not feeling grounded and you're lonely. You know, and that's very interesting to be coming up for Capricorn, because Capricorns are not typically lonely people. You guys are very successful people, and you guys appreciate solitude. So the only time that you're not being shown alone is right here with this little cat down there. So you're not alone with your subconscious or with your spirituality. Okay, because this black cat to me symbolizes spirituality. Now, we do have communication coming in emotionally. You guys are going to start communicating about what it is that you feel, right? Because we have this 5 of Cups. So here you are focused on this third-party situation again. I'm telling you, this third-party situation is coming in, and there's some sort of emotional communication that is trying to get Capricorn's attention in February, because I see some similarities here between the 4 of Cups. We see how there's this cup here and you're not looking at it. Well, there's also, that is being said in this situation too, because here you are overly focused on these Three of Cups. Wherever you are, there's a lot of third party situations going on. So some of you could be in like a three-way relationship or something, but there's a cup being offered to you by the universe that you're not seeing. There's a synchronicity here that you're not going to see if you're overly focused in la la land. Some of you are really focused on a negative emotion that you're feeling in February in a relationship. Now we have the Lovers. So you guys, this could be a Gemini or Aries. I see Gemini and Aries on the table for sure. But this card is also a card that comes up for any lover that you're with. But I want you to take note here that this is a decision that you have to make. So there's a certain decision, a heartbreaking decision that Capricorn has to make in February with a relationship, and you guys might choose yourself. Now it's interesting because right beneath the Lovers we have the Tower. So here we see this man and this woman together, right? But there's a decision you have to make, and if you don't make it, Capricorn, the universe is going to make it for you. And then now we see these two lovers, the same lovers in this card, jumping out of this tower that's falling down. Okay? Now, it's interesting because when that tower falls, when you make a decision, whether you make it or the universe makes it, there's a new love offer with Capricorn. This is two new love offers on the table for Capricorn. And communication emotionally. This is new emotion flooding in, Capricorn. This could be Pisces season. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio showing up pretty strongly for your reading too. So very interesting here. You want to communicate these emotions to a trusted friend or someone, because you're feeling a lot of emotion in this relationship and you're not feeling only good emotion. This is focusing on the bad pretty much. You're feeling very heartbroken. But I do see that you may leave all that behind in order to make this decision for yourself. Okay, because then we have the Two of Wands down there with the World in your hand again. So Capricorn is more so focused on their entire world right now, not just some relationship. You're focused on, that's very Capricorn-like. Because, you may leave a situation emotionally in order to focus back on your entire world. Because we have you holding the World in your hand there, and also the Emperor card holding your hand in there. And then look what's being held in your hand here. What you're used to, the Pentacles. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So there's a certain wish coming true financially in your relationships. But, there's a lot that has to be done before that. Okay? So new love coming in after you get yourself together with this feeling here. You don't want to stress too much, Capricorn, on the emotion that has already spilled out, okay? Because it's already happened and done with. So new love coming in for sure. New love coming in. You may be communicating with some new love offer, something like that. But I do see a certain situation falling apart in February as well, because there's a decision that you have to make that has to do with these lovers, okay? Certain decision here that you have to make, and it could be because someone new comes in, but we'll put this Queen of Wands back up there for you, because there is a overwhelming feeling of passion in your reading as well. It's like you handle these emotions in a passionate way or something. Now let's move on here, and we have a reminder coming up for Capricorn. Okay, this card literally says, don't forget. So there's something in your relationship that the universe is trying to remind you of in February. Okay, now this is the number 10 card because it's 28. So 8 plus 2 is 10. So there's a reminder here to stay grounded. You are the 10th house. So this is a direct reminder for Capricorn. Reminding you that you are the Emperor, because the Emperor is up above this card. So this is reminding you to stay focused on your future, to stay focused on your world, and don't get caught up in love and relationships and third-party situations and heartbreak and all that, because there's a lot more to life, right, Capricorn? So don't forget that you are the emperor of your own empire, and that you don't want to forget your passion. Don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself in this relationship. A lot going on, but the more and more you get involved with all these different parties and all these different situations, you lose yourself. So don't forget about you, is what this Emperor is saying. A lot of self-heartbreak here, but a certain reminder coming up. So you're going to be reminded of something important in February, that it might have something to do with your relationship. Now, at the bottom of the deck for reminder, we have fragments. And this is a, 5 plus 1 up there is 6. So is when it comes to your lifestyle, Capricorn, you could be feeling very fragmented. And this is just another way of saying that you're distracted. Saying that you're part of you is just this ghost here. This comes up when someone feels a lot of different ways. When someone feels like they're all over the place. To be fragmented means to be in pieces. Okay, so there's something here with picking up the pieces of your lifestyle and really bringing this energy back down to the ground. Because let me tell you, remember I said there's no pinnacle cards here. So there's a need to ground yourself. Right now you're feeling more so like a floating spirit. So, as far as your relationships go, you're like not there. You're not fully present there. Okay, you're off in la la land, kind of like Scorpio is right now. And spiritually, you're just, if Capricorn is not grounded, then they're not completely involved in the situation. And then we have rigid, okay? So we literally, you may be feeling a little bit rigidly all over the place. You have this wall up in your relationship, most of you right now, is what's coming through in the cards. And there's somewhere that you're really thinking about taking flight to. There's something here with wanting to escape with Capricorn right now as well. You could be feeling rigid or fragmented, or the person that you're dealing with is feeling like this. So it's like no stone left unturned is what I just heard. I'm not sure. You're just trying to get over this rocky situation to a more light to the lighter day. Getting over this rocky wall that you have up, or that a lover has up in your relationship, but you're feeling all in pieces and you're not completely grounded. Capricorn is a little bit distracted by something else other than their relationship right now, and there's a reminder to stay grounded. I believe this is a reminder to stay spiritually grounded and to even ground your emotions right now. Okay, there's a reminder to stay on your throne, because we have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands is on the throne as well. So heavy fire energy, it's a reminder to stay passionate. Okay. And then we have learn something new. All right, so there is a lot of emotion coming in for you, Capricorn. And this is you really testing that emotion out slowly. This could be you testing out a new relationship. But you see how she has one foot on the ground. And this is so Capricorn-like, because even when Pisces season rolls around, you guys are going to be very careful about the new emotion coming in. Because, there's a need here to really ground yourself in February, because there's no pentacles. Every earth card, it's almost like this reminder is a reminder of earth. It's saying don't forget, because do you see these plants and things growing around this reminder? So it's like a reminder of earth. Remember who you are. Remember that you are an earth sign and that you need to be grounded. But it's also okay to learn something new about this new emotion that you're feeling too. Learning something new about this heartbreak that you felt. And perhaps that's what you're thinking about, is your mind is focused on learning something new. Maybe you're bored in this relationship and it's coming to a completed end. But you are, kind of dipping your toe there a little bit in the water. So, you're really testing out what it is that you're feeling and what it is that your emotions this month. But you're keeping one foot on the ground, I see, because it is important that you stay emotionally grounded before you take flight in this new endeavor, okay? It's very important that you're staying grounded. Now, we have on the bottom of the deck, Archangel Metatron. So, for some of you, this is a new spiritual journey. And for others of you, this has to do with a Virgo, because this Archangel Metatron is directly related to Virgo. So, I'm not sure if you're trying something new with a Virgo, or if you're trying something new with your lifestyle, but this energy is coming up for you. And Archangel Metatron also helps people at the beginning of a spiritual journey. So I think Capricorn might be trying something out a little more spiritual when you're used to, working and being very earthy. So yes, there is a reminder here about being that earthy self, but there's also a new spiritual opportunity here. So it's so funny, Capricorn, because I try to give you a love reading and it winds up becoming about anything but that. Like, it's hard to talk to you guys about love sometimes because you're just so grounded. But I'm seeing that when it comes to the relationships you're in, you're really not grounded right now. And there's a certain reminder. There's a reminder on the table about learning something new. There's a reminder of your emotions too. And that's probably happening because you're thinking about logic. You're trying to logically figure out a situation, which is why you're off staring at the trees out the window when you should be focusing on this emotion on the table, right? What is it that you bring to the table, Capricorn? Sure, you bring money, sure you bring like career, but what do you bring emotionally and passionately to this empire of yours? Okay? So you want to learn something new? Look at this heartbreak from a new way. You know, if you guys were heartbroken, that was the universe's way of trying to get you to feel and be open, to open your heart back up. And this heartbreak caused you to feel in pieces. But, you know, with this card, Spirit says that you are never, ever in pieces. Spiritually, you are always a being that is looked at as whole. You know, even if you have this wall built up between you and others right now, Capricorn, you know, you are still whole with yourself. You are complete. And that has a lot to do with self-love as well. So pick up the pieces, no matter where they are, and just remind yourself that you are the king of this castle. And you are in control of your own self. These people around you, this heartbreak, none of it controls you. These emotions don't have to control you. You can learn something new from this heartbreak. You can learn something new from this situation. Okay? So the card that came out for you that I had was communication errors take a toll on your relationship. And that might be why I told you to speak from the heart. You know, instead of these swords penetrating your heart needs to penetrate these swords. Because communication is a problem in your relationships, I'm seeing. Because you're distracted, but there's a reminder here about these arguments. You're not feeling very happy, I see, with this frowny face. So you want to get back to a place where you're feeling grounded, because to a Capricorn, to feel grounded is to feel complete. It's to feel happy. Okay? So turn the frown upside down, guys, and start communicating better in the relationships that you are in. And communicate better with yourself as well, okay? Bottom of the deck is secrets. So secrets play a part in your relationship, guys. And you might be feeling a little bit all over the place because of ways that you feel deep inside, or maybe there was a secret that came out in February about your relationship, third-party situation, heartbreak, distractions, I'm not sure. But secrets play a part in your relationship, I'm seeing. So you want to communicate, and you want to, you know, eventually, Capricorn, these secrets are going to come out. And instead of arguing about them, you need to focus your communication on, you know, you need to ground that communication and learn something new from these arguments. And like I said, remain the emperor. The emperor is sticking out to me. So I'm not sure if it's an Aries or what. But, you know, you want to communicate this heartbreak. You want to communicate what you're distracted by. Communicate that you don't feel grounded enough. Communicate that you don't feel happy. Okay? And learn something new. Embrace these new emotions that you feel and communicate them in a passionate way if you have to. Communicate the fact that you feel a little bit of everything. You're feeling fragmented. All right? You feel like you're disappearing and you're losing yourself. Communicate this wall. Even though you have this wall, communicate through it. Break down these walls that exist between you and other people. Okay? So that is your reading for February, Capricorn, and I hope that it was relatable. If this was helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love any of your feedback or anything like that. And if I receive good feedback from this, then this is something that I might sit down and do with you guys more often, okay? So I believe that is all I have for you today, Capricorn, and I will speak to you guys in March. Bye!